Welcome back. It is still Thursday. I'm breaking up that little backyard job or side yard job and the charity work into two separate videos, though it's still Thursday, same day. So we are back out on the job, and I've done a lot of work out here and we still got a lot more to go. Today's a big day. We're finally going to get Big Munchie out here and get this stuff mulched down and ground down, get it all nice and flat, and see what it looks like. So let's go over what we're doing, and then we're gonna go make some coleslaw. Let's get to it. All right, got Big Munchie. And if you guys are not familiar with my channel, this is a TMC Kinsella TWF 180 mulcher head, trapdoor, and we are running knives, and I love this mulcher head. It's great for doing work like this in and around urban environments because this trapdoor really keeps it from throwing stuff. So if you're new to the channel and you're looking to get a mulching head and you're interested in this one, please check out my friends over at CCE Equipment. They have mulcher heads for skid steers, excavators, and PTO tractors, all from the TMC Kinsella brand line. So check them out. There's a link in the description below, and you can use the promo code I dig it, and they will hook you up. So basically, if you guys are familiar with this job, we came in here, cleared everything from this ditch line back that way to that ditch over there, and then there's another ditch in the back, so 3 ditches, a little square here. And I just came in here with the little mini excavator. We ripped all this stuff out, and I just kind of windrowed all that. I made one windrow this way, and then the rest of it kind of windrowed that way in rows, and or just kind of laid it out all in lines, nice and thin. And we're just going to come through here with the machine and just grind all this crap up, and that's pretty much it. So let's go grind. from there and drop the machine off and do this, have a whole day to do this job today, but it rained yesterday. Of course it did, and I couldn't do that little side yard job, so we're trying to fit 2 jobs into one day here, and I just don't know if that's gonna work. With you, you just gotta adjust fire as necessary, as we used to call it in the Army. But the TMC is going through this stuff pretty good. It's thick though. I mean, most of this stuff isn't very big, but I mean, it's thick in here. To space it out as best I could so it wouldn't be so thick, but we just didn't have a lot of room. Just didn't have a lot of room. I didn't know all the charity people were going to be over here working in the garden today. They're all over there working. And I pulled up and I was like, oh, they're here today. And they were like, oh, you're here today. And I was like, yeah. I'm about to go make some coleslaw. mulching head, but he had to send it back. It's leaking hydraulic oil or something, he said. But I thought that thing looked pretty sweet. It looked just like his old Pecan. I really wanted to see how he liked it, but he said he really hadn't had enough time to run it yet. I'm just a nerd for mulchers. I love talking about mulching and mulchers, and I'm just a big nerd. Now, one of the things I'm not really concerned with in here is the size of the mulch. I don't really care really what it looks like, as long as it's in pieces that can just easily be scraped up and loaded into a dump truck and hauled off. As long as it's not big and bulky, it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to make the perfect mulch here. Oh, we got a bit of a jam. Let's get that out. Oh, yeah, sucked up a stump. So I am not trying to make like the perfect mulch here. We're just wanted some pine mulch for our garden. I don't know. But other than that, it was useless. When you back drag, it just grabs everything. I love it. And then the way it just kind of broadcasts and discharges everything out just makes a really nice finish on the mulch. We got a big log right there. Definitely leaves a better finish in my opinion than the pre-knock does. Now the pre-knock does cut a little faster only because I have the RPM on this one turned down. So the pre-knock is running at like I think 23 or 2400 RPM. This one's only running at 1850 RPM. And the reason I have it turned down is one, well, it just came like that. And one, I see no loss in productivity with it. It still cuts great. And the second reason is having the RPMs turned down greatly increases the life of the teeth. Oh, the difference between the life of the teeth between this head and the pre-knock is night and day. The pre-knock goes through teeth like you would not believe because it has such a high RPM. This one, these teeth last forever. I mean, I probably got close to 200 hours out of the first set. And I was like, that's impressive. But it was mainly because I had the RPMs turned down. If I turned them up, they would wear a lot faster. So, and I don't like changing teeth. Changing teeth is a pain in the butt on any mulcher head. It takes like 4 hours to change the teeth on a mulcher head, on this one or the pre-knock. And so that's basically like a whole day that I have to be down just to change teeth when it comes time to do it. So I don't like doing it. All right, we are done. So that all looks pretty good. And the only thing I got left to do is a couple little surfboards that went back that way when I was grinding up there when I first started, that shot up underneath the mulcher there. I'm gonna go clean those up real quick. But other than that, this is done. Like I said, the mulch in here doesn't have to be anything like perfect or anything like that right there. That's fine. You know, just stuff that they can just doze off into a big pile and throw into a dump truck. You know, none of this stuff is big enough to really be considered bulk or anything. So, you know, those pieces like that are fine for what we're doing here. So yeah, that ought to work pretty good. Like I said, my original plan was to go do that little side yard job yesterday and then have a whole day out here to do this job, because I didn't really know how long it was going to take. I started this job dead on at 12 o'clock and it's 5:30. So I did stop for a few minutes to put some fuel in the machine, and then I had a couple of minutes just moving the GoPro around, the tripod around. So I'm gonna guess this whole thing took just over 5 hours to grind all this stuff up, roughly speaking. So I really wanted to sharpen the teeth after I did that little side job, but I was like, you know what, I don't really have time to do that. I don't know how long this is going to take. So the teeth definitely need a sharpen. I could definitely tell they were not cutting great towards the end of it. I haven't put a sharpen on those teeth since I got it, I don't think, or since I changed, not since I got it, since I changed that set out. That's a new set of teeth, or roughly new, semi-new, and I haven't even sharpened them yet. So they definitely need a sharpen. We're going up to North Carolina on Monday, about 2 hours up the road, to do a mulching project up there for the day. So they will be getting a sharpen tomorrow for sure, which will be Friday. I've got a quick little thing to do with the machine and the bucket for a buddy of mine, having some rock delivered. And then after that, I pretty much got the whole day to myself. So I'll probably go ahead and bust out the angle grinder and we'll get those teeth nice and sharp for Monday's project. But yeah, this looks good. This looks really good. I think I'm gonna come back. We still have that lot over there on the other side of that ditch to do, and then I'm gonna come back and grind. I'm gonna go and take these pine trees out along this ditch too, but I want to grind those with the mini and leave the stumps in place so they'll hold the embankment in place, because you don't want to rip those stumps out, because it'll just make that whole ditch embankment really loose, and then you'll have erosion issues. So all right, that looks good. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. That'll make for a cool time lapse, seeing all that stuff grind up. That'll be satisfying. So TMC did a great job in here today. RT120 did a great job in here today. Can't beat this setup. It's awesome. I love it. So all right, I'm gonna tidy up a few things and we're out of here. So I'll check you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.